Hey guys, what's happening? This is actually not a set, although it looks like it. Maybe a set from Home Improvement. But we are at Oil City Comic-Cons, and I have my good friend Ishmael, who is, you guys know his artwork. He's done some amazing artwork up there at Terps. He painted this whole Legend of the White Dragon painting, and he makes these amazing things out of records, and he's going to start doing some, he's going to try to start carving some pumpkins there, but this was actually the first interaction that I've had with anyone who's watched Welcome to JDF Spoken Truth, but this is the first interaction that I've ever had with anyone in person regarding In My Head, the movie.
Oh, it was great. It was, as soon as I watched the movie, like I said, it touched my heart in a way that like you were actually talking to me. It was like, because it's hard sometimes to talk about these problems that we're going through. Some people, they don't understand, and it's not easy. It's not easy to tell people how you feel and those emotions, because they kind of judge you. But then when you did that movie, it was so great. It was so inspirational for me that I literally watched it 4 times already. I wish I can have it more. I can really download it and watch it as many times, because like I said, I'm going through all that stuff. I know how hard it is, and you really hit on the point for a lot of people out there.
Thank you. I'm going to get you that automatic download, but if you mind sharing a little bit of your story, who you are, where you came from, because when I met you at Terps, it was like this magical feeling. I felt like we were kind of like all connected, and I didn't really understand like what that feeling was, and I know it was a greater power, but I think it was a greater connection on a mental health issue. I could just feel it. Tell people a little bit about you, and kind of, if you don't mind.
Okay, so I come from Puerto Rico, came here from 2000 to the United States, and joined the Army. I went to Iraq in 2004. I was hit by AK-47 3 times. After that, I got out of the Army. PTSD is something that a lot of people, they don't talk. Now it's a little more where people talk a little more about it. It's not easy. It's hard. It's a mental thing that you got to go through a lot, and then going back to a normal life and talk about it. It's not, like I said, it's not easy. But when you got people like you, when you came to the store and you were talking to us about what you went through, it's like you said, it was something inside of me, or something out there that put you in the place for me to meet you. And it was great. It was experience that I cannot even pay you with money or anything, because it's just so powerful. And that was even before I knew about this short film that you were doing. I think after I saw that, even 2 days ago when you posted on Instagram about that key, I watched that little short story about 3 times. And it's like literally like you talking to me.
I think so, man. I think that you were talking to a lot of people out there. I was randomly on Facebook. It's on the Spoken Truth channel now, but I was randomly walking, talking, and sharing my feelings. I saw this broken key that, I never really saw a broken key, so I picked it up and kind of went with it, because I realized that, we all hold the key in life, but if we don't understand how to use it or what to unlock, then it's going to be like going around trying to use the key to unlock something, but the key's broken, which I feel that we as a team are broken. We need to fix ourselves, and I know you're going through a lot, and I am right now, even before and after the scenes. I know I'm on tour, but we go through so much in life that I think that it's an outlet for me to write this. But the reason why I have you here is obviously I love your story. You've served us. You've won awards. And I didn't know anything about you on the story, but when you told me you got shot and you served, and I said, man, here's a guy who's just very humble, that you could look at us right now and think, all right, we got a fighter, we got an MMA fighter, we got a guy who's been shot with an AK-47, how many, AK, right?
Yes.
So we think, oh, well, that's tough. You can get through anything, but the mind is a battlefield, man. Like
it's hard. It's something that is more powerful than any gun.
Yeah.
I tell you, that is something. And then when you need people that really sometimes listen to these people, please, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
It helps a lot of people. You might think it's not, but just sometimes take the time, listen to these people, and don't judge like you do. Like I say, you're not just because the Power Ranger, just the person that you really are.
Yeah.
The great person there. I wish that everybody can know you. Like I said, I just have the opportunity to meet you at the store, and I'll be for the rest of my life grateful about that.
Well, it's not the end. He was able to help me here take photos, and first I'd like to just tell everyone that transparency is not easy. Letting the walls down, vulnerability, but it's a part of transformation. Because I'm certainly not perfect. I mean, I haven't drank in 10 years. I've done a lot of stuff. I'm trying to, rekindle my own emotions so I can deal with other people's relationships and other people's problems. So today, when you told me about In My Head, the newspapers came out and talked about Spoken Truth. I promise you, and you know that. And I kept telling you, today I've heard more people come up and go quietly, hey man, I just want to tell you, I watched Mask, and that moved me. And Mental Prison helped me. And when you told that guy, hey, his stuff is really powerful and really deep, it's really helped me, and that guy said, it saved me.
Oh yeah.
It saved him. This guy was on the verge of not being here. And just watching that, I heard that more today. And a lady came up with kids that I didn't think, the Power Ranger thing, she had their mask because you can't, read, and she was saying how I didn't know you were a poet, and I don't consider myself a poet. I said, oh, she goes, I read about it, I looked at your stuff, and she liked branches, and I wrote this poem about branches. I mean, it was like, yeah, about trees, and I heard more people today, but I really do feel, and this, I'm not saying there's no reason, I really do feel that people have this online. You can talk to someone online. I can give a camera. I can talk to you on Facebook right now, FaceTime. It's not going to feel the same. You can hear the heart, but you're not going to feel it. And I truly believe that we have this power today. And like when we say with God, we have this power in this room where we're like, okay, we have issues, we're capturing the people. And not only we're capturing the people in the circle, they're admitting, they're saying what they're going through. I've had more people tell me, and I go, yeah, I let them know I'm going through that, Ishmael. And then you confirm it, because I think people are too scared to talk about the problems.
It's not that scary. It's hard to people understand what you're going through. It's just it's the judging, the people that when they hear you and then they kind of always judge you, like, man, why this guy's going through that? Why they don't understand. But when I talk to somebody that's been there and they actually know what it is, you can feel that. You can feel that power where you feel confident. Like I got that guy that came and said, brother, I serve. And I said, man, I know how hard it is. But I'm there. I'm in Temple, Texas. I'm there for you. If you need to talk and you need to come to my store, I will take my time and talk to you. Because I know how.
And you guys all do that up there. You all get together.
I tried to get a program. I've been trying for over a year where I got people with PTSD. Not just that they went to war, because people think like PTSD just comes from going to war. Some people got PTSD because what they've been through in life, and it's just how you take that. And then when you actually help a person that's going through these emotions, at least I can feel good that I made a change in that person's life. Like you did, I can tell you on my own, like last week before I knew about the movie, I was going through a lot, and then all of a sudden I watching you on Instagram and I saw that post, oh, I'm doing this short film, so I went and got it, watch it. Literally, you make my day completely, changed my life, changed my perspective of like, I cannot give up. I just need to keep working with this and keep fighting. And then having people like you in this work is amazing. Like I think I sent you an Instagram post saying God put angels out there to help in this work, and I think you're one of them. You know, I really think.
I haven't experienced like the movie called In My Head. You know, it took them 15 minutes. It's a pain in the butt. It's a festival. I'm just trying to get that content out there. I put different characters in there. I play all different characters. The character in there, the depression and even suicide, and I, you know, and then took that character out. Doesn't mean that he's not there. It's just, you know, he just. I want people to know that it's, you know, when it comes to that stuff, it's an on and off thing. It's, you know,
he's there, but you gotta work with him.
Yeah.
You just gotta work with him.
And it's scary for me, man, to be this hero and to be this superhero and talk about this stuff. I've lost a lot of people in my life, family members that just to that word. So for me, it's like I want to fight and let people know that, you know, that when I said it was scary to talk about our problems, you corrected me and said that you were afraid. People are afraid to be judged. You're right. It's hard. It's hard to talk about your problems, but I also think it's hard to realize that in the poem, in my head, there's also another poem I'm going to give you later called Shoes, but in my head, I play all these different characters, and then I let them know that it's just a label. It's a label that other people think we have, that they don't understand what they're reading. They look and they go, oh, here's the don't mess with him. Oh, this guy bipolar, don't mess with him. But you got to truly understand what it means, and it's just.
And you have to be on their shoes. That's the thing. People they judge, but they take the time, listen to them, and try to put yourself in their shoes, and then I'm pretty sure people will understand it. What it is going through that. It's not easy. And like I say, I will watch that movie. I will tell everybody watch that movie. In my head, it's a good movie. I wish I can vote 100 times.
I know. We are winning #1 out of 110 films. It is a pain in the butt, guys, and they charge like a $10 fee that goes to them. But I will get the movie out. I will get the movie out. But I think the blessings here, Ishmael, is that #1, you're very talented. #2, we have each other to lean on. You're a very talented artist, really talented. He surprised me with this thing at Terps when I went there. It was like this beautiful painting, and I was like, man, it's and also shoes. You got to be in their shoes. I'm gonna release a poem. I'm gonna give you the poem later. I don't remember it on heart, but it's about a counselor. You're talking to a counselor, and you think you're just, you know, wasting time. And it's about me being so angry that it's like, you know, oh, okay, you want to validate me. Okay, I get it. Yeah, validate me. Until the counselor said, hold on, I understand. It's almost not possible. You can't understand me until she said what you just said. I was in your shoes. And it's a really good poem, and because I met you today, or not today, I've known you already, but because I've met the you know, you about talking about In My Head, in my shoes, and said, oh man, I gotta release that poem. So I'm gonna release it I'm gonna send it to you. You could read it a little bit later. But like I said, I'm just really amazed with your story, man. And I know we're struggling it, and things aren't gonna be fixed right now. Now I don't even know what to tell everyone at this point in life, but all I could say is that we will struggle together to get through it. People are saying, I'm painful, pain is pain, what am I gonna do? And I said, well, let's be friends and get through this pain together.
If we start, like I said, we start listening to each other and help each other, don't judge, just help. You know, sometimes that help more than actually give $100 or two. That literally helps more. It did to me. Like I say, all those messages that you're putting out there, I know, like I saw today when I was taking pictures, all those people came to you and said, man, you changed my life. Because it's like that. You know, you're not just a hero because the Power Ranger, you're just a hero because the kind of person you are.
Thank you, man. Ishmael and everyone out there, I will tell you the stories I have. There's a lot of people I know in life that really never had drama. they're 50 years old and never really had drama. I know some, even people on the show, I'm not going to make names, but when I share these stories, they say, you know, I never had drama. I never understood you went through that pain. And I'm just letting you know that there are stories that are great stories, like, hey, I had a great life, which they did, and I love you, and we love Power Rangers, to the darkest, deepest stories that you can imagine, to say, you saved my life. You know what I mean? It's those stories where when someone said they were a kid, he was a kid, like 10 or 11 years old, and wanted to kill himself, and just turned on TV and saw Power Rangers. He said that moment that he, you know, he didn't. And I can just picture a kid I've known kids that commit suicide before. I've known kids that have been teased, and you know, they, for whatever reasons, but I just picture that in my head, like this kid that just you know, just takes it off, like he told me, and watch Power Rangers. And I was like, wow, man, I realized then that we all have issues, and that's why I was like,
I remember
okay.
who you're talking to, because I remember seeing him today.
And I just thought, we can just take our masks off. And that's the biggest thing with this, is people didn't judge me. And I gotta tell you, 99.9% of the people that are on this JDF Spoken Truth, they're there because of this. I don't get thumbs down, a couple of them that are like those mean people. But other than that, I think we're here together. And we will get better. It's a transformation. I'm not the best, but we are transforming little by little by little. But we can't lose the fight. And you know what I always used to say? This might happen to you. I don't know your situation, but when I tell people, oh, you know, I fall, well, God picked me up. But, you know, I fall, I stand back up. I fall, I stand back up. And I started thinking, maybe there's a time where you can't stand up. So who helped you up? Friends, right? When you got shot, friends helped you up. So we need friends to lift you up sometimes. Because I used to think, oh, get knocked down, stand back up. Get knocked down, stand back up. Get shot, get carried back by people that love you.
That's what I say, you know, a lot of sometimes a friend that actually is there and listen, like I say, listen to these people, sometimes that help, give good advice, don't judge the people, just always look at them and then try to think, if I was him, what I would do. Can I do the same? What I will be able to go through like he went through, because that's a lot of things. People judge, but if you put yourself in their shoes, are you able to do that?
Yeah.
Would you go?
Yeah, you're right. I know.
So it's like,
yeah.
Some people say, no, I don't think I can go through that. So I guess that I'm more powerful because I can actually, yes, I'm struggling, but I'm trying to get out of that hole and come. And with people that listen to you and people like you that spreading this message out there, this is the best thing.
Thank you, man. I used to think it was weak sharing poetry, but I got to tell you right now, out of all my fights and all my this and all my 8 degree black belts and everything that I went through, I think that for me the toughest thing, hardest thing, the toughest, bad, bleak thing you can do is share your feelings. So poetry takes like a real man to sit there and look at your problems and try to face them. So it's a tough thing. If you guys write or whatever you do, and I inspire Ishmael, he's so talented, he wants to work on these pumpkin things, but dude, broken minds create great content. Every person I know that's successful, that's made it, always has a success story. A lot of the successful people have never even finished high school. Big successful people deal with ADD, depression, struggling. There's no difference from taking a poor person that deals with depression and giving them money and making him a rich person. He's dealing with depression. You have 2 people dealing with depression. So it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. I mean, it has to do with you, and it has to do with your mind. And Ishmael, I'm happy that this was actually one of the first sit down JDF Spoken Truth interview. And I just thought, man, I was mind blowing that I could actually hear in person, not through online. There's a lot of people talking about it, but just to see that it's changed. And I feel like I've done, if I could reach one person, I felt like it's done my job. So you all don't have to watch it if you don't want to, because I feel like I've done my job. but I want you to see it. But other than that, I reach one, I reach you, and we're gonna reach a lot of people through this channel. Let them know it's okay.
Yes, it's okay to feel like that, and it's okay to talk about it. Just don't hold it inside. Try to always reach for people that can actually listen and help you. Don't give up.
Yeah.
There's help out there, and it's people like this guy next to me that wants to help.
Yeah, I do, man. We will. And I'll get you that. One day I'm burning TV. Yes, I'm so old. I'm gonna get you that link so you can watch it, man. But guys, check it out. I play different characters. Really weird film, but I address all my personalities, and on the end of it, I just try to get rid of all of them and try to deal with all of them because they've been hanging around. And there's some characters in there that I've added for other people that deals with stuff. But I'm not afraid of the spoken truth. I try to be transparent, and I'm there to tell you that we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. There's things I'm working on and things that I'm going to work on to become a better person. So I guess the biggest thing is thou shall not judge, and that's the biggest thing. And I'm happy to have you, man.
Thank you
so much, man. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.